everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Nice to meet you. My name is Asia. Is anyone shocked? No one's shocked. So no one's shocked. We're here again. We have a book haul, which is literally my favorite kind of videos to film because it means I have new books. I know I said I would go on a book buying ban, but you know what? Most of these books have been gifted. Technically not my fault. It wasn't me. I didn't do this. So I've been to some book events which have been gifted some books, and then I received some books, and then I bought some books. So I wanted to show you all the books that I've accumulated in the last like 2 months since I've done my last book haul. I have 3 big stacks. Yeah, I think we should start. Do you want to come say hi?
Not like this. I got like fucking.
Okay, Hannah's in the back. If you hear
Hello.
talking, she's in there.
It's me.
I'm good. Don't mind me being blinded once in a while. It will happen.
The sun exists. I understand.
The sun exists. Okay, first thing, you know I bought the Inferno devices in the American version because the English version is so freaking ugly and they have like that stripe on the spine and I hate it so much in certain pictures. I don't like that. So I bought the American versions of them, and then I slowly want to get all of Cassandra Clare Americans so I can have it pretty on my bookshelf. It's gonna look so pretty. I'm gonna be so happy. Look at them. Look at Hannah.
The children.
I think these are my favorite books I've ever owned. I'm not gonna lie. I read these when I was 13. They shaped my life and changed the trajectory. Yeah. No, they made me. They changed the trajectory of my existence. So I feel like it's only fair, you know? Front center on my bookshelf. Look at the spines. I mean, I know they're a bit crooked. Look how pretty they are. Can't hear the applause.
Woo!
Yes. Okay, we're gonna go through them quickly. City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, number 3, great one. City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and then City of Heavenly Fire. I have not watched the TV show. I mean, I did watch like 1 season of the TV show and I couldn't keep going and didn't do it for me. But the movie, I watch at least twice a year. And Jamie Campbell is the love of my life. I know everyone is obsessed with him now. We were here first, okay? Hannah agrees with me.
No, I literally agree. I've also got that since the same time as you, and you said it, so yeah.
Hannah doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Next, this is the most recent book I received. We have Burn Bright by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. We all know that I'm extremely annoying talking about every single book by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. I've read so many of their books. I've read Addicted series and then all the Leica series. Now they start a new series called The Cobalt Empire, and this is the first book. This is about the Cobalt kids, so like the kids of Connor and Rose. Apparently you can't read this without having read any of their other books. I think you should read the Leica series first, because I mean, like, how do you, I mean, I don't know. I think you should read the Leica series first. It's so good, so go and read it. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. They have announced that they're gonna release 2 books next year, like in this series, so I need to get reading. This is about Ben Cobalt, which I think is the youngest boy, because the last one is Audrey, but Ben is the second youngest, but the youngest boy. So I think there's gonna be 6 books, because already one of the Cobalt kids had a book in the Leicas. You follow me? Anyway, I'm so excited to read this. I'm gonna read this soon. You happy, Hannah?
I'm thrilled.
So I received a blind date with a book, and it was the cutest fucking thing ever. There was so much stuff in it. There was like stickers and like a claw clip, tabs for your books and highlighters, so many cute things, and like a keychain, so many things. And the book in the blind date with the book is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Everyone and their nan has read this book. Even Hannah has read this book.
No, I literally read it.
I have not, but I did want to read it because everyone has read it and everyone loves it. Is this with dragons? With dragons! Can you go wrong with dragons?
No.
I'm gonna read you the back. You ready?
Yeah.
She's an assassin on the run. Reeve's job is to complete orders and never get caught until a rival assassin devastates her world and she's captured by a group of powerful fae. Oh, so it's faes and dragons. Sign me the fuck up. He's the dragon rider who'll stop at nothing to save her.
Kind.
Of course. It sounds good to me. Everyone loves it. I'm nothing but a follower. Look how pretty this is. Look how cute this is. And there's one every chapter. Wow, who drew these? The next book comes out soon, like next year in 2026. So I'm gonna get to this before that. Excited. I know you've read it, so let me know what you think about it, because I know you've read it. Everyone has read it. Next is a book that I bought a couple weeks ago, and it came out a couple weeks ago. You have to, okay. I fucking loved Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know why. Can't explain to you why. I don't even remember at all the book. I am not gonna lie, I don't remember that book at all, but this is the second book, so we're gonna have to remember the first book. I think this is like a paranormal romance. Bride was like a marriage of convenience. Ate it up. I had a great time, but one of my best friends has read this and she didn't like it. So now I'm like a bit scared to read it, but I think I'm gonna read it next. I'm gonna try and make like a reading vlog of a finishing series I'm in the middle of, because this is one. I don't want to tell you too much about the plot of this one because I would spoil the first one.
Well, that's it. Bye.
She just bought Mac today.
I bought a Mac, so I'm an adult.
She's full on an adult.
I feel like I'm always in this jumper when I'm on your channel, but I do own other clothing.
This is the only jumper she owns.
Yeah, have a good one, yeah?
Yeah.
Love you.
I'm gonna close the door. A couple weeks ago, I went to a book event by Pan Macmillan, and they were lovely to invite me, and I was so happy to be there, and I met so many amazing creators, people that I've already met, new people that I didn't meet before, and I got 5 books there that they kindly gifted us. They even were like, you can even take more, but I literally was getting on the train, and I didn't bring a tote bag with me, which was so silly because you should always bring a tote bag when you go to a book event so you can put all the books in. I didn't do that, so I could only fit 5 into my bag. First one, I think it's one that people really will be jealous that I own. It is And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. If you don't know, this is the second book of the series First Time Caller, but I actually haven't read that one. I have not read First Time Caller, and I really want to because everyone loves it, and I love the cover of that one. It's like pink and so pretty and cute. I'm pretty sure it's interconnected standalones, but I'm gonna read that one first before reading this. And this is coming out in February 2026. I really want to read this. Look how pretty this is also. This is obviously the arc. I'm not sure what the actual cover is gonna look like. It says, when complicated feelings enter the equation, can Jackson and Delilah withstand the storm, or does what happens in the mountains stay in the mountains? Exciting. I think this is like they are reporting on a storm that is happening in the mountains, and they go there together and then they get stuck there. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Forced proximity, love so much. So yeah, let me know if you read First Time Caller. What did you think? But I know most people loved it, because another couple of creators that were at the event, they got so excited when we saw these on the table. Then we have Meet the Newmans by Jennifer Niven, and if you don't know, she's the writer of All the Bright Places, which was devastating and amazing, and I loved it so much, like years ago. This is coming out in January. I'm pretty sure this is about a family, the Newmans. They've been like very famous on American televisions. Like they have like this reality show about their lives. Yeah, this is in the 60s. And then in 64, the Newmans' perfection suddenly feels out of touch. Ratings are going down, people are not watching as much anymore, and there's so many secrets in the families that are slowly coming up. A mysterious car accident forces Dinah to take matters into her own hands and hire Juliet, a young reporter, to help her write the final episode of the show. Can the Newmans hold it together to change TV history, or will they be cancelled before they even get the chance? I think it sounds so good. And I love a reality TV behind the scenes kind of vibe. I actually am really excited to read this. Let's take a break from the 5 books that I got in the event. We're gonna go back to them. They're just a bit too far for me to read right now. HarperCollins sent me this book, which I'm really grateful for. Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. Once again, dragons. And even better, this is London in 1920s. I think I've said this before. I love a book set in London, Victorian age or close to that time. And I live here, so I love reading about places that I live close to, or like I've been there yesterday, you know. And I love dragons. Dragons soar through the sky and protests erupt on the streets, but Vivian isn't worried. She's going to follow the rules and get an internship studying dragon languages. By midnight, Viv has started a civil war. Girl, what? So her parents are arrested and her little sister is missing, and Viv discovers that she has been recruited to uncover the secrets of a hidden dragon language. If she succeeds, she and her family can all go home again. If she doesn't, they will all die. It sounds so mysterious, and from the back it sounds like there's no romance. No romance has been mentioned at all, so that's interesting. I actually prefer fantasy books with a subplot of romance, not romantasy books, but this is not even mentioned as a subplot, so maybe there's none. Another book that I bought in the works for literally no money, because the works are doing 4 books for £7.50 for Black Friday. So me and my housemate, no Hannah, Paige, went in and got 4 books. She got 3, I got 1. And I got The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I have not been reading thrillers in the longest time. I haven't read a thriller in a while, so I really want to get back to them. And I know Frida is not everyone's favorite, but I think I need an easy thriller in case I get into a reading slump. January time, when I feel like life is awful because it's January, let's make it worse. Let's read a thriller that makes me feel like, oh, maybe my life is not that bad, you know? And it's short and it's quick. My mom has read this and she liked it. That was enough for me. I just wanted to grab it because it was so tiny and short and literally was not even £2, you know, not even £2 for a new book. As a nurse practitioner at a maximum security prison, Brooke is taught 3 crucial rules: treat all prisoners with respect, never reveal any personal information, and never ever become too friendly with the inmates. But Brooke has already broken the rules. Nobody knows about her inmate connection to Shane, one of the most notorious and dangerous inmates. Oh, Shane was Brooke's high school sweetheart, the golden boy who's serving a life sentence for a series of grisly murders. And Brooke's testimony was what put him there. But Shane knows, he knows more than anyone, and he will never forget. Oh, yeah, see, that sounds great to me. Yeah, no, I want to read this. Another book of the 5 books that I got at that event is An Apologetic Love Story by Elle McNichol. I thought she was the funniest human being ever. She was at the event. Also, I forgot to say, all the authors were at the event. I'm pretty sure 11 authors were there. She was so fucking funny, so I had to pick up her book, and it sounds so good. So we have 2 main characters. So Raina is like the it girl of London, and she has a very popular podcast, everyone loves her. And Tom is one of those journalists that like get everyone cancelled. He's like called the king of cancel culture because he will get all your secrets out and like reveal them. It's a crazy match, and he really wants to uncover her secrets. It's not mentioned here, but I'm pretty sure the author said that she has autism because the author herself is autistic. So I was like, that's incredible because you'll have the most perfect representation. The way she was narrating it literally sounded so good. And this is coming out April 2026, so I've got a while until it comes out. This book, you've actually seen it, but you've not seen it in my previous book hauls. I'm gonna show it to you anyway, but you've seen it because I've done a reading vlog about this book, which you should definitely go and have a look because it's such a good reading vlog. It's Alchemized, but I've read it. I've read this book. Look how pretty that is. Stunning, and the sprayed edges are to die for. I did love it. I did really like it. I think I gave it 4 stars or something. I think I preferred this to Manacled. But if you want to know like my full-on thoughts about this book, I do have a full-on reading vlog about them. It's a dark fantasy with romance. Check all your trigger warnings because this is a heavy book. If in case you don't know, it talks about war, it talks about assault, it talks about depression, there is romance, there's so much. If you don't know, Manacle is a Harry Potter fanfiction, Hermione and Draco's fanfiction, the traditionally published version where obviously they changed everything about the magic system and the background. Anything to do with Harry Potter was completely changed, obviously, and turned into an original story, and it's so good. I have it facing this way in my bookshelf because it's just too pretty not to show. I went to the Netherlands last week. I got invited for a social media trip, whatever. The most stunning books are in the Netherlands. I'm not telling you. They're so expensive though, so I didn't buy anything because like one book was like £40. But there was a version of Alchemized in paperback with stunning sprayed edges, and it was so floppy and so pretty. So if you live in the Netherlands, maybe you should go buy that book. Also, it is 1,000 pages. So, you know, not really a light reading. You know when Hermione's like, just a little bit of light reading. And she works, yeah. Next one is Firstborn of the Sun by Marvelous Michael Anson. First thing that I need to say about this book is the cover is probably the prettiest I've ever seen in my life. I got sent this as well, so it came with a bookmark and like a stunning map, like a big map, I assume, of this world. I heard like different opinions about this book. Some people found it like it dragged a little bit and some people loved it. So I'm excited to know what I'm gonna think about it. So from what I understand, she is the only one in this kingdom that she can't draw power from the sun. And her best friend, he gets declared a high priest and he has to go through this brutal trial that will likely kill him. So she decides to save him. Then she finds out that she has actually a secret power that she didn't know about. They're gonna seek sanctuary in another place, trying to save her and her best friend. I don't know much about it. I've never read anything by her. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know who drew that, but whoever you are incredible. We got a couple more books. This is another one of the books that I got at that Pan Macmillan event, and it's The One Day You Were My Husband. This sounded so good. Rosie Walsh was at the event. She was lovely as well. She introduced the book and I was like, I need a book. So you have this lovely couple. They were engaged and then they got married. They got married in Thailand. They were dancing and everything was great. They just got married, celebrating, and then out of nowhere, like a storm of like policemen arrest her husband, put him in jail. You know, he was taken by this armed men and she never saw him again. And now it's been 7 years. She's remarried. She has a child, I'm pretty sure. 2 children. She's moved on until she stumbles across Johan, which is her ex-husband, by accident online. And he is alive and well and out there. And Carrie is compelled to find out what happened on that beach and why Johan never got in contact. But are there answers worth risking her marriage, her family, and the life she fought so hard to rebuild? I thought that was so interesting. And she said that everyone that has read this book, like of her friends and family members, no one guessed like the plot twist. 95% of the time I guess a plot twist. I'm quite good at guessing, so I'm really like, I'm gonna take this as a challenge if I can guess it. This is coming out in June 2026, so I have plenty of time to read this before it comes out. Look at that curl. Last One Out by Jane Harper. Once again, a thriller. That day I was like, I'm not gonna grab the romances, I'm gonna grab mainly thrillers because I've been saying that I want to read more. And I have one shelf on my bookshelf that I just want to have thrillers, and I have like 5 on them. And I was like, this is not good. I'm building up a stack. In a dying town, Ro Crawley waits for her son on the evening of his 21st birthday. Sam never comes home. His footprints in the dust of 3 abandoned houses offer the only clue to his final moments. One set in, one set out. 5 long years later, Ro returns to this town for the annual memorial of Sam's disappearance. Ro still wants answers. Only a few people remain. If the truth is to be found in that town, does it lie among them? And 5 years later, she wants answers. She wants to know what happened that night, and fair enough. I just think this time of year, thrillers, when it's cold out with a little like hot chocolate or a tea and a cozy blanket in bed inside with the heating on, slaps. I think this is all the books I've bought or received or been gifted since my last book haul. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying until the end. I really appreciate it for that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps so much. You don't understand. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I love you, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.